Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to get real with you in this video. This video isn't designed to get views, to get comments, to get likes. It's designed with one singular purpose, which is to help you go from where you currently are and help you get to the place that you want to be. Because I guarantee a lot of you guys watching this video are somebody who's in a position that sounds like this. You start this online business, you have all of these hopes and dreams, and you're so motivated to get to that desired outcome that you want. Maybe it's 10,000 a month, maybe it's 20, maybe it's 30, maybe it's 50,000 a month. And you continuously see all of these other people growing their business, making a lot of money, and they're growing it quickly. But for some reason, you see this time and time again, and you're still in the same spot. You're not getting any further along, or you can't even get your business off the ground. And you see all of these other people who are just like breezing by, and it almost seems like they're not even struggling to build this business. That is what I want to help you overcome in this video. And I know I can help you with this video because I've done this with myself. Guys, you have to understand that I am not somebody who studied marketing in college. I'm not somebody who has a sales background or is a marketing expert or has all of these advantages going into this business. Guys, I was a cop. And I got into law enforcement because I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Then I had a pretty decent career there. Worked as a beat cop for 4 years, got into detectives, got into the agency SWAT team, got into the sniper team, did pretty well, right? But then I'm like, okay, time to move on, time to go some other direction because I wanted to have more control of my time and how much money I made. So I decided to start looking into online business. And there was so many things that I did wrong between that transition, obviously, but there was a few things that I did very, very right. So I quit my job and I'm lost. I know I want to start a business, but I'm halfway into Amazon and all of the different models. I'm halfway into looking into a bunch of different directions and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I start making a little bit of money with Amazon, right? Okay, cool. We're making a little bit of money, but not life-changing money, not enough money to quit my job even. But I'm like, okay, I'm still hustling every single day. I go to work, I get out, spend a little time with the family, they go to bed, I work until 1, 2 in the morning, wake up at 6, 7, get to the office by 8 o'clock. This is when I was a detective. Okay, cool. We're doing that for a little while and the business starts to grow, right? But it's not exponential. It's not growing a lot. And a big thing that I was dealing with, and this is what I see so many people dealing with, is they catastrophize and they overthink like crazy. And this is one of the biggest issues that I dealt with that sometimes I still deal with it, I'll be honest with you guys, but my ability to laser in on the direction that I want to go is 10x better than it was in the past. But one thing that was holding me back was the overthinking and catastrophizing about all of the things that could go wrong with my business, that all of the things that could go wrong if this did not work. Don't get me wrong, it was definitely a motivating factor. What if this doesn't work? I have to make this work. There is no other option. It motivates you to a degree, but if you're constantly adding the friction of all of these made up scenarios in your head about how things are not going to work out, about how your account's going to get shut down, about how Amazon's going to keep your inventory, about how Amazon's fees are too high, whatever it is that you're overthinking, if you're constantly going there all the time, every single day, how are you possibly going to have enough confidence to go deep where you need to go deep, to double down where you need to double down? You're not, because your brain is in a scarcity, fear-based state, and you're not going to be able to go deep where you need to go deep, and you're not, because you don't have the confidence to do that, right? And when it comes to catastrophizing, you're thinking of step 10 and all of the things that could go wrong at step 10 when you're still at step 1. And I see this all the time, guys, and it's pretty normal, to be honest. But you have to be in charge of that internal conversation that you have. And if you're not, it is going to run you to the ground and this business will never go anywhere. You have to be in charge of that conversation. We have to limit overthinking. And we have to limit catastrophizing. Yeah, things can go wrong. Oh, well, do you have the mentality? Are you the kind of person who's going to see something go wrong and, okay, well, I guess I'll just quit. I guess I'll just All that shit that I was talking about, how I was going to build this business, how I was going to make this successful, how I was finally going to be able to quit my job, how I was going to do all of these great things. Well, I guess I better just throw them out the window because I ran into an obstacle. Guys, you're going to run into obstacles. That is inevitable. I had a client recently reach out to me, and he was telling me that he was worried that suppliers were not going to have profitable inventory and that they were going to reject him. And I just asked him, how many have you contacted? The answer was 0. Okay? You guys are making up imaginary evils, and then you hide under your bed because you're so scared of the thing that you just created. You need to get out of your own way. This is one of the biggest obstacles that you're going to run into in the beginning. You're either in your way or on your way, but you're not doing both at the same time. Okay? So we have to really build up the confidence on the platform and just build up the confidence that we can actually make this work. And that starts by changing the mentality that you have about yourself. Because a lot of overthinking and catastrophizing is realistically just camouflaged self-doubt. That's all it is. Camouflaged self-doubt about whether I can actually make this work. Because the reason you see everybody else making this business successful, the reason you see everybody else constantly lap you, it's like, how is this guy so far ahead of me when we start at the same time? I have more money than them. They're no more capable than I am. The one thing that they have is that they're able to implement with less fear than you do. Once I was able to get out of this fear-based state, that is when my business really started to take off. Hit my first 10, then my first 20K a month, then my first 50K a month, then my first 100K per month. I would never go that deep on profitable inventory or on the steps that I need to take if I didn't have the confidence on the platform. So you need to get out of your own way. Remember that. We're either in our way or we're on our way, but we're not doing both at the same time. That's the first thing that we need to do. The second thing that we need to do is we need to stop complaining to everybody else and ourselves. I see this all the time in my comment section. Oh, Amazon this, Amazon that. Oh, their fees are too high. Oh, they have my inventory. They lost my shipment. All of these complaints. And if you're reading the Amazon Seller Central forums, you need to get off that right away. I don't know how Amazon Twitter is because I'm not on Twitter, but I've heard it's a nightmare on there. You need to be careful the kind of information that you're taking, because all that's going to do is give you a way out. If you're already having issues, if you're already on the fence about something, if you're already catastrophizing and overthinking, you start hearing all these complaints, instead of motivating you to actually make this fucking work, it's going to motivate you to go the completely opposite direction, which is just quit or half-assed implement this business model, okay? You need to stop complaining to yourself and you need to stop complaining to others. This is massive, okay? I remember back at the sheriff's office, we had this guy. We had massive morale for a couple of years. Like it was the place to be. I loved going to work. Everybody loved going to work. We'd all be on the same shift and we would just be hustling all the time, okay? It was a blast. Then all of a sudden there was this slow shift that turned into a massive change that affected the entire agency. And it was one guy. This one guy would complain about every fucking thing in the department, about every single person. He would talk shit about he'd complain about everything. And this guy was getting all of it. This guy was getting task force. This guy was getting sergeant. This guy was getting all the best shifts. But for some reason, he was just complaining about every single thing. I hung out with them like once or twice outside of work. And outside of work, it was the exact same thing. So then what happened? Morale started to go down slowly. Well, once morale started going down slowly, a couple of his buddies became exactly like him, the people who were hanging out with him the most. So then morale dropped very quickly. We went from, we love going to work, this is the best place to be, to everybody's miserable because they were infecting everybody, because that was the energy that they would bring. Listening to all of these complaints is the exact same thing, but it's at a smaller scale because it's completely poisoning your mind to the point where you think Amazon is out to get you and they're fucking horrible. Yeah, Amazon's not perfect. Amazon has their issues, but let's not get it twisted, guys. If you want to go drop ship, you want to go create your own agency, you want to go create your own website, you think you're going to get as much traffic as Amazon? Like, let's be real, okay? You want to go open up your own brick and mortar because, now you have control of everything, right? Do you think that's free? Like, what do you think the costs are going to be? Because people complain about the fees on Amazon being high. Yeah, obviously they're going to take their cut. Essentially what they've done is eliminated the need for everyday people like you and I to go open up a brick and mortar store, not have to pay employees, not have to pay insurance, not have to pay utility bills and all the overhead costs, not have to pay for the lease. On top of that, they've eliminated the need for us to market to millions and millions of customers. Okay, so let's not get it twisted on the opportunity that we have at our fingertips. And it's all perspective. If you see it as a massive opportunity, it will be a massive opportunity for you. If you see it as, if you only focus on all the problems, it will be a massive problem for you, because the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. So you need to control that perspective. Okay, so that's number 2. You need to stop complaining. All right, the third thing that we need to focus on is that you need to be effectively consistent. So back when I started making the shift of quitting my job and actually making this business work, I was really consistent, very, very consistent. But there's a difference from being effectively consistent and just being consistent. You see, a lot of people think that, well, if I just continue to ram my head into the wall will eventually break. Something will eventually happen, I hope, right? So what people stop doing is they stop learning. They stop adapting. They stop trying to do different things and learn different ways to implement, right? And this is exactly what I was doing. So I was very consistent. I was showing up every single day, but I was never adapting. I was never learning. I was never evolving. So then the results that I was getting was exactly the same as I got the month before. So my business was not growing. Okay? We need to be effectively consistent. And that means you need to be consistent. You need to show up every single day. That is non-negotiable. But you need to be learning different ways to do things, taking advice, learning from your mistakes, doubling down on what's working, discarding the rest. Okay? We need to be effectively consistent for a long period of time, and success will be inevitable. This is the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, and this one will change your life. You need to evolve. The current mentality that you have about yourself, about your business, is not the mentality that's going to take you to that next level. So we need to constantly be in a state of recreation, of evolving, of growing, mentally, physically, and financially. If you mentally and physically evolve and you're trying to grow a business, your financial world will completely change. But this mentality that you need to adopt is the mentality of, I will do what is required to become the person that has the ability to get everything that I want. Because that is what it's all about. It's not about the tactics. It's not about the course. It's not about the mentor. It's not about the strategies. It's not about getting ungated. It's not about doing all of these things. It's all about becoming. Becoming the version of you that will get the results that you're after. Becoming the version of you that when faced with an obstacle is not going to be rattled. Guys, you know how easy it is for people to quit? People will quit at the slightest sign of struggle and they'll give up. Some people have a little bit more grit and they'll maybe face 2 or 3 obstacles before they give up, and then they complain about it for years and years. If you have some tenacity, grit, and effective consistency, and you evolve throughout the process, there is no stopping you. Right now, the biggest thing that's stopping you is it's not Amazon. It's not Amazon. It's not all the rules and the policies and the fees and all of these things that people complain about. That's not what's stopping everybody. What's stopping everybody is that the current version of you is trying to reach a goal that is designed to be reached by the 10.0 version of yourself. And if you cannot become that next version of yourself, if you cannot evolve, then you will always be daydreaming about these goals that you have for yourself, but you're not becoming the person every single day who has the ability to actually get those things. You need to evolve mentally and physically. If you can evolve mentally and physically while you're evolving in your business, your financial world will completely change. Implement everything that I talk about in this video and adopt the mentality that you will make this work no matter what. Guys, there are so many people killing it on Amazon. Don't you want a piece? Don't you want to make it work? You really don't believe that you can make this work as well? Guys, people have been complaining about this business model since I started. And the opportunity is better now than ever. Yeah, there's issues. But you want to be somebody who runs into issues and then what are you going to do? You're going to just quit? Just going to be soft and you're just going to be like, all right, well, I guess I'll just give up. Like, that's going to be you? You went from telling your wife, telling your girl, telling your friends, telling your kids, yeah, I'm going to build this business. Dad's going to do it this year. Mom's going to do it this year. Oh, just watch. To, this issue came up and I just fucking gave up. That's going to be you? There are so many people killing it. Why can't you have a piece? Why? Because you're currently in your own way. As soon as you get out of your own way, everything opens up. The fucking world opens up for you.